on the ninth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Hits the afterburners. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Guard in the backfield, it's McCoy. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the ground, it's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. On the move at the 30. Turning on the jet. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease to the left. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Branch. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Back to throw. It's Stockton. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by 10 over Texas Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Makes one man miss.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Holmes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Off play action on first down. He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Frazier. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
The inside handoff. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Coming off a 12-1 season in 2023, and last season was one of the biggest collapses in college football history for Mike Norvell and the Seminoles. And, guys, they have to turn it around.
And now they're in a seminal moment for this program, right? Like, they have to respond. They had more.
He's loose. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense defense will take it as a sack.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Buys a little time with his feet. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Wide open spaces. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll go to the toss. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Got room to work. Lots of running room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Castellanos. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Florida State!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7.
Georgia, 21, Florida State, 7.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready up. Longer.
He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem in the last game. Now completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. It's caught. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high flop.
There he goes. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock. He gets the first down.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's McCoy. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Pittsburgh. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover.
Oh, out of space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw again. Going for the big play. Makes a catch at the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job on the defense securing the INT.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The offense changing the play. looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Bulldogs. And the beatdown has ensued. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Castellanos. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They'll start this drive from the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Okay, break. Rita. Cobra.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it.
Ready, set,